Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. Praise the Lord, we got over 3 inches of rain last night, and we will surely take it. I think that we're going on the upswing this following week, but maybe another chance of rain next weekend. You can see the new seeds I planted of the contender bush beans are starting to come up. Holy schmoly. Look at these cantaloupes and look at my cucumbers, and then check out these purple whole peas. There's standing water everywhere, and it's going to take us a while for this to drain off after 3 inches of rain. That's going to put us up probably around 6 inches, but I'm going to have to go back there and check my manual rain gauge as well. But it thundered and lightning all night long, but it wasn't severe. We had maybe some 23-mile-an-hour winds, but that was it. Everything looks to be okay. I am up making salsa this morning because we certainly cannot let anything go to waste. These are our imperfect tomatoes. I usually pull those before the sale, and that's what I use to make my salsa, and that's what Greg uses to make our spaghetti sauce. You can see Pop's rain gauge is over 5 inches of rain, and it's overflowing. Now, I don't think that that's what we got last night, because we did still have some in the little meter, but boy, I think we probably did get over 3 inches of rain last night. Now, Waxahachie, Texas is reported to have gotten 9.5 inches of rain, which is just, my goodness, a crow's fly east of me. I'm going to wake up the neighbors this morning because I'm cooking bacon outside. My stove is taken up with canning, and so I have to cook my breakfast outside. Sun is coming up and heating up these high tunnels really fast. I open this little one up, and all I smell is sweet petunias. And looky here, those contender beans have already broke ground, and I just planted those about maybe 4 or 5 days ago. After picking, this is my 4th time on these bush beans, there's still more picking to be had, and I'm gonna leave them because look, I'm still getting flowers. This is what I've picked so far. Now, I probably could fire up the canner and maybe get 2 or 3 pints, but instead I'm gonna go ahead and make a big pot of green beans with my red taters today that we can eat throughout the week. So, yep, they still have flowers on them. We'll see what I get this time next week. Here's my harvest for this morning. So we take them. This is my harvest, and I snap both ends off my green beans, and then I'll wash them several times. So we've got them all snapped and in a bowl. We're going to wash these probably about 3 times. Next, I'm going to wash my red taters that I harvested about a month ago real good, and then I'm going to cut these in half. Next on my list is some Benton's ends in pieces. So Benton's is a smokehouse in Tennessee that cures their bacon the right way, the natural way. It doesn't have any nitrates or preservatives in it. And so, in fact, their bacon is shelf stable outside of refrigeration for a certain amount of time, probably about 6 months. But we go ahead and buy the ends in pieces for our soups and our stews. And then I have a half of a white sweet onion that I grew. And then I have about 3.5 cloves of fresh garlic that our good friend John brought us. So let's get to work. We're going to fry this up and get us a little bit of some bacon grease going so we can saute our onions and our garlics. This batch of green beans is going to be the cleanest green beans you'll ever have if you're growing them yourself. We grew our green beans, we grew the potatoes, we grew the onions, John grew the garlic, and then those bacon ends and pieces are all naturally preserved or smoked, and so there are no preservatives on that. This is going to be absolutely delicious. We're using a lot of red potatoes, guys, because this just makes it more filling and more hearty. And so you get your green beans and your potatoes all in one setting, and they flavor up so nicely together. We've had our sweet onion to saute, so we're going to wait for these to get a little clear. Smelling delicious. Now we don't want to add our garlic yet until these onions get a little bit more clear, because your garlic will start to burn pretty quick. I think that the good Lord intended us to eat our green beans with our red taters, because these are early harvest vegetables. And our onions as well. So green beans, onions, and potatoes, they all come in around the same time in your garden. This is a perfect way to use them. Next, I'm going to add my garlic. This is about the time your house is smelling absolutely delicious. I've gone ahead and add water, and I've added my green beans and potatoes. Now I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it down to simmer for a couple of hours, maybe not even that long, maybe an hour, hour and a half. You're going to want to go ahead and add your salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to add a little bit of salt right now. This is sea salt. If you don't have onions or fresh garlic, you can go ahead and use onion powder or garlic powder. Those will work as well, but we just love using our fresh picked veggies from the garden this time of year, because everything is starting to come in. So I know all of you fellow gardeners know there's always something to do to keep going whenever your harvests are coming in. We just really cannot afford to lose anything this year. We really can't afford to lose anything any year, but we can't afford to lose anything particularly this year, because we do expect that prices are going to continue to rise. And I'll give you an example. We got this tiny roast for over $20, guys. We used to be able to get 2 very large roasts for $20. So one of the things we did last week to make our meat stretch further is we made meat shish kebabs. And we used fresh cherry tomatoes from the garden. We cut up the meat into squares and put it on there. And that keeps us from eating a whole steak ourselves. We're able to split it up. We also put some of our fresh onions, tomatoes, bell peppers. We love shish kebabs, but that is a great way to make your meat stretch a little bit. You can also do it with chicken. You just want to cut up your meat and pop some vegetables on a skewer and marinate a little bit and pop it on the grill. So it's 10:06. We're going to bring these up to a bowl, and then we're going to let them simmer a little bit. A watched pot never boils. Still sitting here waiting. It's starting to boil a little bit. So yesterday we had our farm sale, our tomatoes, and we had over 50 pounds of tomatoes out there. And I had something happen that has never happened before. When I got to the gate, there were 7 cars out there waiting. Check these pictures out. So we had one gentleman comment that he hadn't had a tomato that tasted that good in 15 years. That just makes us so happy when we get feedback. But, you know, Greg grows using regenerative methods and organic methods. And so these tomatoes are super flavorful and super meaty. So my pot has started to boil. I wasn't watching it. And so now it's boiling. I'm going to put it on simmer, and then I'll update you when they're ready. So this week, everything that we got done is I got, I believe, 5 pints of green beans, 12 pints of salsa, 15 packages of blanched sweet corn on the cob, and popped into the freezer. So we are heavy hitting on food preservation, and I'm feeling really good about where we're at right now, because I've done some carrots as well. We have a lot of onions. Tomatoes are coming in. So we are doing quite well on our canning this year, and we're going to continue to can as much as we can. I'm hoping to get another 20-25 pints of green beans under my belt this season, and then I'm hoping to get probably about 25 pints of tomato sauce. That's Greg's deal. That's what he does. It's an all-day thing, and hopefully some more salsa. My family loves the salsa, and so I try to make sure and hold some back for them for the holidays, and that's kind of their little Christmas present. Mixing all these ingredients together really makes a hearty meal, and in fact, I'll take some of these green beans to work with me and have for lunch just as a meal because they are that hearty. They have the green beans, potatoes, onions, garlic, super yummy stuff in it, along with the Benton's bacon ends, smoked bacon ends. Delicious. I would like to add that you can do this with canned green beans as well, guys. You can go ahead and saute all the onions, the garlic, your bacon ends or your ham, whichever you choose to use, and go ahead and boil your red potatoes before you add your canned green beans, and then let them simmer just a little bit to blend the flavors. If you're using the canned new potatoes, you can combine them all together after you saute the bacon and the onions and the garlic and a little bit of bacon grease and with your bacon ends and pieces or regular bacon, and then just blend it and you will get the same effect. It's all about flavor and it's all about stretching your food, and you can stretch it. Get very creative with your canned goods, because most of you probably have canned green beans in the pantry or on the shelf, and maybe even some canned potatoes. If you don't have canned potatoes, you can use fresh. Just boil them a little bit before you add the green beans, and you will have the same effect and the same flavor profile. We are heating up, guys. We are hot and humid now with a strong south wind. So we've decided what we're going to do with that tiny roast. We're going to make some beef tips and gravy to go with our green beans tonight, making those meals stretch. It's been about 45 minutes and our potatoes are fork tender. Let's taste one of these green beans. Flavor rich. So I'm going to turn this off and let it sit. We do tend to have an early dinner on Sundays, and I'm going to run and take my shower. I got to get my clothes ironed, ready for work tomorrow. Thank you for walking around the farm with me this morning, going through our task and going through all of our chores that we get done. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you for stopping by the channel. We love you all. See you soon.